Hey, welcome. This is a very, very random one time um, message or one time video that I wanted to do to really talk about anything that comes to my mind, which is extremely weird. But my name is Noreen. I do not have a channel yet, but hey, if you stumble upon this, welcome to my channel. And it's really lovely to be here and to share my thoughts with you. I think one of the things I really want to talk about, as everybody is talking about, is COVID. Now, COVID has had us going helter skelter. A lot of us weren't prepared. A lot of our companies were not prepared. I mean, there was a time where we thought employment is the best thing, the best option. And then come COVID, and people are being laid off. About 40 million actually in the world have been laid off. But the question really begs, that I beg to ask is, as an organization, what are you doing to change your HR policies? What are you doing to encompass your HR policies and your hiring practices to kind of shield you and mitigate you from the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic? And not just the COVID-19. I think post-COVID will have quite some change. And so as a company, how are you doing that? And one of the things I think I want to mention is one, besides being prepared, because again, what does that even mean? I think we should look at hiring practices where you encompass your hiring practices in terms of multi-skilled individuals. That means you can use one resource for more than one thing. You might call that slavery to some extent, but it's really for you as an organization to mitigate yourself. And two, for the employee as well, to build up on skills that they thought were not necessarily, interesting, etc. So that's number one. I think your hiring practices should include, obviously not limited to, it's not just specialist roles, but more of roles that have multi-skilled individuals, multi-skilled, multi-talented individuals. I think secondly, it's also the training of your staff members, and also the staff members training themselves in self-discipline and timing. I remember a quote that says, there is nothing more important than the value of being able to control your time. So being able to have every minute count, putting a timetable out there is one of the most essential skills you could have, both as an employee and as an employer. Number three, I feel that we need to look at outcome-based results. It's not about, was this person online for this meeting, but rather being able to really and articulately and efficiently look at the outcomes and ensure that the outcomes are measurable. Let me just put it this way, that the outcomes are smart. They're specific, they're measurable, they're achievable, they're realistic, and they're time bound. That way, it's about the individual, the employee. It's about the employee managing their time to ensure that the outcomes are met. So I think these are some of the things. And I think even as we continue in this pandemic, it's important for us to manage our skills, manage our time, manage our family time, because sometimes we're getting all mixed up into what's what, what is family time, what is work time, what is me time. And all of that sometimes gets jumbled up. So I think it's important to, I'd call it compartmentalize your life. It's pretty much just a random 4-minute video. This is what came to my mind. And obviously, as we continue, I will continue to curate and create content that would be interesting and obviously more structured. But yeah. For now, I thought this would be something very random I would do. So until next time, take care. It's Noreen Gummy, your organizational development consultant. Take care.